With this snow in the forecast, people throughout the state are already prepping. And Fox 61's Lissette Nunez is inside the storm tracker with more on what you can expect. Good morning, Lissette.
Good morning, Dan. I think the big story today right now, well, at least this morning, is the cold. So I think you're definitely going to notice that as soon as you step outside. But also you mentioned is obviously prepping for that next round of winter weather. So this is all going to be happening on Saturday, as you also mentioned. So maybe the timing might be a little bit better because we don't expect to see too many folks out on the road. Hopefully people will be staying inside. But of course, we still have those weekend warriors that have to go to work tomorrow. So just something to be mindful of. One thing that AAA always recommends is keeping an emergency kit inside your car. So some things that you could keep in there include snacks, blankets, batteries, a flashlight, just in case you do run into any problems along the road. And of course, you want to make sure that your car is winter ready. So that means topping off any fluids, checking tire pressure, making sure your windshield wipers are ready to go. So just some things to keep in mind. Obviously today really is the cold, but we cannot forget that we are expecting snow and possibly some kind of wintry mix tomorrow. So happening later this morning, we will be checking in with a local hardware store here in Glastonbury and checking in to see how folks across Connecticut are getting ready for this next round of winter weather. But for now, we're going to go ahead and send things over to Maggie Sliz. She has a look at the roads right now. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, Lissette.
What's going on, Lissette?
Hey, good morning, Dan. Obviously, there is a lot of preparation that gets underway like about 48 hours before this next snow event that we are expecting. But today, obviously, the big story is the cold, which you will immediately notice as soon as you step outside. Our storm tracker is showing that it's about 22 degrees in Glastonbury. Another big issue is obviously the wind. We are seeing those gusts of wind here and there, so something to also keep in mind. But right now, roads.
Who is in Glastonbury talking about the snow prep and what we are getting ready for by tomorrow. Lissette.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Dan. Snow prep on a lot of people's minds as we head into the weekend, but I think the biggest thing people will notice as soon as they step outside is the cold. So we're in the East Hartford, Manchester area right now on I-84 East. Checking with our storm tracker right now, looks like it's 21 degrees. So a lot of people waking up to temperatures in the low 20s or even in the teens. So definitely want to bundle up as you head outside, especially with the wind. It definitely is windy. We are seeing some gusts here and there in the eastern part of the state. But right now, low
61 storm tracker with some ways you can prepare for the snow that's headed our way. Good morning.
Tim, Erica, good morning. Well, no snow just yet. We're going to have to wait just a little bit longer, but I think the biggest story, at least today, is the cold. We've definitely been feeling it this morning. There has been some gusts here and there, definitely temperatures in the teens, but also in the early 20s for many folks across the state. We're in Manchester right now, showing about 22 degrees, according to our storm tracker right now. And obviously the big thing that we're also keeping a close eye is the next round of winter weather. So we're talking snow, possibly some rain and some wintry mix. We've been listening to Dan Amaranti all morning long. So in terms of timing for all of that, that's expected to get here around Saturday afternoon. So we're hoping not too many road issues. Most folks hopefully staying at home or not having to go to school. So that's what we're thinking like will be tomorrow. In terms of just getting ready for all of that, you definitely want to make sure your car is winter ready. So we're talking keeping an emergency kit just in case you run into any problems out on the roads, but also making sure that it's winter ready. So we're talking making sure that, you check the tire pressure as well as top any fluids. And we have team coverage as another round of winter weather is expected to make its way over the weekend here in Connecticut. On Fox 61's Lissette Nunez, and I'll help you prep for the snow.
Good. Here with a little bit more on some of the preparations, Lissette Nunez is live with more on how people are getting ready for this upcoming snowy weekend. What's up, Lissette?
Hey, good morning, Dan. Right now we're at Cat's Ace Hardware Store. This is the place to go to in Glastonbury in case you need to pick up any items right before a winter storm. So you can see they're already stocked up. They have a number of items here on their shelves from ice melt to salt. If we look around over here, they have plenty of windshield wiper fluid. So definitely some things to keep in mind or to definitely stock up right before tomorrow. So things are a little calm here this morning. We do expect a round of customers to be coming in after work. So that's when we expect folks to come out here and pick up some last minute items. So these are just some things you should probably keep at home, but you should also keep a number of items inside your car. So AAA recommending that you keep an emergency kit. So that could include batteries as well as any snacks or blankets or a flashlight, just in case you run into any emergencies on the road. So just something to keep in mind. And then also just make sure that your car is winter ready. So we're talking about topping off any fluids, also checking any tire pressure, and just make sure you have plenty of windshield wiper fluids. So as we've been talking about all morning long, we do expect this storm to really get here tomorrow. So hopefully a lot of more folks will be staying home inside. Not too many people hopefully heading out to work, but just something to keep in mind. Of course, we're going to be tracking this all of tomorrow as well, but that's latest here from Glastonbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News. And we have team coverage as another round of winter weather is expected to make its way over the weekend here in Connecticut. On Fox 61's Lissette Nunez, and I'll help you prep for the snow.
Fox 61's Lissette Nunez is live in Glastonbury with some ways you can prepare for the incoming storm.
Tim, Erica, good morning. As you've been talking about all morning long, we don't expect a major snowmaker, nothing that us New Englanders can't handle, but nonetheless, definitely want to keep some key items. So right now we're at Cat's Ace Hardware. So they pretty much are stocked up. Check out their shelves. They have ice melt, salt, they had different just shovels, pretty much everything that you need here to prep for tomorrow's storm. As Dan has been mentioning, this is coming on Saturday, so hopefully most of the folks will be staying at home, so don't have to head to work or school or anything like that. So hopefully not too many issues out on the roads, but there are a number of items you should keep in hand just in case you do have to travel tomorrow. So obviously you definitely want to make sure you have plenty of windshield wiper fluid, check your tire pressure, but also keep a car emergency kit just in case you run into any issues. So some things to keep in mind or keep in that kit include a blanket, any snacks, batteries, flashlight, just in case you run into any issues, of course. And we're going to be tracking this all morning, and also tomorrow all of our crews are going to be out there as well, just being your eyes and ears on the road. But that's the latest here from Glastonbury. Lissette Nunez, Fox 61 News.